Those men on the field with those distinctive white caps on and the very flashy black ties are the judges. And we've asked Lloyd Pizzola to come with us just for a moment to explain a little bit what the job is, and so that we'll have a better understanding of what we're going to watch right after this. Lloyd, just what exactly are you doing?
All right, being primarily a brass judge, or really solely a brass judge, what I was attempting to do tonight is taking a look at all aspects of the show with respect to the brass performance, the musical analysis performance, and the execution performance, and making some comments, general comments, so that the people in the stands might get an idea of just exactly goes on with the judging aspects inside the horn line as well as outside.
Okay, Lloyd, we'll take a listen and see what you have to say. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
We see Lloyd in action judging the Phantom Regiment, recording his comments as he goes for later evaluation by the Corps.
Be going to the back of the field here. Watch the tongue getting just a little heavy. In the sopranos, watch extreme upper register also, the quality diminishes considerably. Fine, a controlled accelerando coming in, fine. Again, mellophones, French horns, watch that extreme upper register, the quality diminishes somewhat. Oh, nice baritone quality coming through here in the double tonguing section. Very consistent execution also. Very nice accelerando, very well controlled. Excellent. And definition coming from middle voices especially. Watch that baritone quality into the climax, getting just a little bit harsh. Getting just a little harsh in the overextended in the finale climax portion.
For another inside look at judging, here is Lloyd commenting on the Cavaliers' concert number.
Of that section. Fine exposure sopranos, rhythmically in the first soprano line especially, very much exposed in unison rhythmic pattern. However, be careful at initial attack. You can hear the very small nuances and the method of articulation in the attack. Takes a great deal of stamina to keep playing that same repeated phrase, and that's tessitura, very good. Fine exposure, fine demands on the horn line. Baritones having just a little bit of a performance problem here. They're playing extremely tight within that rhythmic pattern. Small little nuances are showing through in the inconsistencies in the execution, the mechanical aspects. Sopranos, on the other hand, are much tighter in their sound, especially within that segment of the horn line. Very well handled this accelerando here. I think the crescendo could have been built much higher into the height of the crescendo could have been much higher in the triplet pattern moving into this section. Fine climax portion. Good quality up and down. Fine balance. Very good job.
Corps such as the Blue Stars use these recorded comments to help perfect their own performances.
Fine accenting work here. Nice transition going to the back of the field. All right, a little more subtle expression can be utilized here, although it's very fine. The accenting especially is very good. Ah, there it is. That's those subtle expressions of the thing coming through very nicely. All right, good use of the directional thing so there's not an overbalance. Again, the turn on the left-hand side. You have to control that. In that very fast turn, you can't have the voices sticking out that are undesirable at that point. Don't really care to hear the end of that phrase because of the direction in which most of the phrase is played, and the horn was coming around. The directional sound of the horn came through much, much too harshly. Again, nice directional move to create that impact, to create that contrast and dynamic level. Very nice. Very consistent quality coming through so far. Just small, minor problems occurring, nothing of a really serious nature.
Occasionally, chorus perform so well, the judges have trouble finding mistakes. Here's Lloyd with the Blue Devils.
Emotional impact here with the crescendos building through the gate swings and the, oh, very nice. Excellent, superb coordination to drill in music at this point. Again, with the whole directional thing and the horn facings, the diminishment in volume level, excellent job. Look at the tremendous utilization of field coverage here, moving into the climax portion. Tremendous exposure, tremendous exposure. And then again into the accelerando and people handling it. With a good deal of professionalism, again into the tempo change again, and another wide, extremely wide formation. Very maximum exposure with respect to drill design. Again, the accelerando coming forward. Excellent, just superb.
Our thanks to Lloyd Pizzola for those very interesting comments on the chorus. Well, we've seen the Madison Scouts. What's your comment?
Well, you can see that the Scouts were ready tonight. They were ready to perform, and it was just a terrific show. Santa Clara's next. They only beat the Scouts this afternoon by 0.15 of a point. So we're going to see just a tremendous wind-up to this contest. There's no doubt about it.
There's going to be no give and take on this one.
No, this is just, oh, it's going to be a great wind-up, no doubt about it.
Okay, here comes Santa Clara. You said the Scouts were here to play. What do you feel now about Santa Clara?
Well, you know, what can you really say except, you know, you've seen 2 or 3 of the finest corps in the country here. I think Santa Clara always amazes me because here's a corps that's only about 8 years old, and yet they've risen to the top of the drum corps world in that short amount of time, and they're national champions twice, and, you know, they're making a bid for it again this year, there's no doubt about it.
What we're all waiting for now, of course, is the final tallying of scores and the appearance of all of the corps. Is it difficult sitting in the stands or sitting at home even watching on television to try and pick out the winner of this kind of competition?
Well, I don't know that I ever do pick out the winner because I go with a reaction of what I like and what I see, and it's just my own personal taste. It's very difficult for an audience up there to pick out some of the fine details of what's going on the field and to know exactly what the judges have seen. Many times they don't see some of the mistakes, so it's awfully difficult to know what the outcome is going to be when the level is as high as it is.
You know, I'd assume when they're judging, and they're judging in tenths of a point and, you know, all kinds of varying scoring, it must be almost impossible to try and guess who is going to come up with a tenth of a point less than someone else.
Well, I don't think we could. I mean, we could sit on the sidelines and maybe see some mistakes, and the judges might not see them at all. Then on the other hand, there might be a judge following around somebody who's just making mistake after mistake that we in the audience don't see. So I just don't think I don't want to predict is what I'm saying, Pete.
Okay, let's wait now until the corps get on the field.
To top off the evening, the corps march back on the field. Drum majors are front and center. The tension is thick. Thousands in the stands join the corps members themselves on the field in hushed anticipation. The tallies are complete, and the moment of truth has arrived. In 10th place, the Pioneers with a score of 62.30. 9th place, the Guardsmen, 63.55. 8th place, Capital Freelancers, 65.55. 7th place, the Phantom Regiment, 77.10. 6th place, the Cavaliers, 77.20. Now we go to field announcer Joe Bruno with his announcement of the top 5 corps.
And now from 10th place on, the judging is very close. In 5th place, in penalty, 0.2. Score, 8-1.45. The blue side. In 4th place, in penalty, no penalty. Score, 8-2.50. The Kilts. In 3rd place, in penalty, 0.2. Score, 8-3.55. The Blue Devils. In 2nd place, in penalty, no penalty. Score, 8-5.40. The Santa Clara. The 1975 BCI Midwestern Champion. No penalty. Score, 8-6.25. From Memphis, you may return to your units. All corps will pass the review.
And there we have it, Mike. I guess now we know who's best in the Midwest.
Yeah, it was really terrific tonight. There's no doubt about it. And we're seeing such a tremendous rivalry between Santa Clara and the Scouts. Every time they meet, it just makes a terrific contest. It's one of the great rivalries in the drum corps business right now.
Okay, Mike, thank you very much for being with us. We've enjoyed it again, and we want to thank you for all of your comments.
Well, it's my pleasure, really.
Okay, and thanks again to Lloyd Pisola, who was out on the field and allowed us to eavesdrop on some of his conversations as the chorus performed for us. Thank you very much for being with us, and good night.